Hi, Graham from Vape Underground. Today we're taking a look at the Fush Semi-Mech mod from Acrohm. Let's dive down below, and when we come back up top I'll let you know what I think of this. See you back here in a minute. Let's open up the box for the Fush from Acrohm, the Semi-Mech mod. Really nice packaging. On the side you've got details about the colours, the functionalities. On the back you've got some warnings, labels. On the side you've got their social media information if you want to go and join and follow them. Let's open up. Inside you've got a warning card about battery safety, really important. Make sure your battery wraps are nice and clean. Warranty card, and in your user manual it tells you your typical warning notices, directions for use, your warranty terms, specifications of the mod and how to use it, and also the protection features, and then in other languages too. So let's have a look at the mod itself. And oh yeah, look at the box. Yeah, RIP the night away or rip the night away, you choose. It's nice that they put a little Johnny on it just to keep it protected, and as you can see, keep it nice and clean. Got Fush on one side, Acrohm on the other. Brass plated pin, I guess. The threads are really smooth though, so clean, no burrs, no grease, no resin, nothing at all. 24 mils on top, tapering down to 28 mils. Very, very strong button on the bottom. It looks like Transformer logo, but I like it. Let's open up the firing button, firing mechanism, and inside you can see you've got your connection pin down there and a plastic sleeve just to protect your battery, and then the smooth threads. And as I was saying, the threads are so clean and so smooth, no resin. The spring on this is really, really tough, but the button is nice and soft to press on. It is quite smooth. 6 battery vent holes there for you, just in case you do have a thermal runaway with your battery. I've got a VTC 5A here, rewrapped obviously. I'm just going to put this in just so you can demonstrate the lights. Now when you first do it, you have to press it 5 times to turn it on, and then it will go into it should go into solid mode actually, but there you go. So the light stays on, very solid. And to change colour you just flick once at the wrist. Hopefully none of you will have problems flicking the wrist. There you go, and it cycles through the 5 colours that are available. If you press the button 3 times it goes into breathing mode, so it only lights up when you press the fire button. So you shake it to activate and change the light, and then you press the fire button and it only lights up when you press and activate the fire button. Good for power saving, I suppose. And then 5 clicks if you want to turn it off. So we're just going to stick an RDA on. I've got a dead rabbit here, and I'll show you my build that I've got in here. I have some coils from Peter Whiting, which is homemade coils, and these are from Framed Staples, coming in at about 0.1 to 0.1. And the juice I'm using is from the Ace of Apes 7th floor, and this is a Martini Passion. Oh, lovely. I'm addicted to this stuff at the minute. So I'm just going to get this in here, juice it up nice liberally, give it a pulse, and as you can see the ramp up is pretty quick. It's the equivalent of a mech. Even though it's got a chip in it, it still fires pretty damn quick. It's good. So what we'll do is we'll go back up top and I will tell you a little bit more about it and tell you what I think of it. Overall, I'm going to say straight away, I really like this mod, and I've read and I've seen that some people have had issues with auto firing. I'm not so sure though that if they were authentic Fushas or if they were clones. I know there's a lot of clones out there on the market. The clones I know have an issue where they are auto firing or not working at all, or you can't build below zero point 0.1 ohms. I've not had any issues with mine. If anything, it's worked perfectly. It's worked as it should do. It changes colour when I flick it. I'm getting used to how hard I have to flick it, so I'm there. I like green, as you can tell. I think the added circuit protection is a bonus for this as well. For anybody getting into mechanical mods and you're looking at your first one, this could be ideal for you, and it'd be nice to see more people using mechanical mods again, and this could be your first step into it. It's not a hybrid, so it doesn't connect direct to the battery. What you do have is a circuit board system in the top here, which gives you some sort of protection. The protection that it does give you is high temperature protection, so if you are running a little bit warm, it would cut out and stop you from overheating your battery. It also offers you short circuit protection, so if your atomizer shorts out or if there is a problem in your atomizer, that would also cut out the mod from firing. And it's also got low voltage protection as well, so when your battery has discharged or to a point of about 3.6 volts, it will no longer fire, which is really good, because if you're not sure how often you should be charging your batteries, this is going to give you some sort of protection. The protection it offers inside is high temperature protection, short circuit protection, overload protection, overtime protection, low voltage protection, and reverse polarity protection. So if you do put the battery in the wrong way round, it's not going to fire. The fact that it's made from stainless steel and a polycarbonate material, which makes it very, very durable, is a bonus. I think if you are dropping this and you're not too careful with your mechs, your mods, this is going to be handy to know that it's going to take a lot of damage. It's going to withstand a lot of knocks, especially if you're knocking it around like this constantly. If you go into raves and you're throwing it around, then yes, it's going to be nice to know that if you do let it go, if you do fling it across the floor, it's going to take a bit of a bashing. It is going to scuff, it is going to scratch, but at least it's still going to fire. You can build down to 0.07 ohms. I wouldn't suggest it if you are a new user to mechanical mods. You have to understand Ohm's law and understand how your batteries work before you start building into something like this. But with that circuit protection, as I said, it's going to give you some reassurance of what you're doing. You can also build up to around 2.5 ohms as well, so if you don't have to always build low, you can build quite high if you want to put a mouth to lung tank on top. The internals for this, they're made out of copper, but I think there's a lot of brass plating going on there. I don't know how hard wearing that's going to be, but so far I've had no problems. It's very smooth on the threads, it's very smoothly done, and it's quite nice and clean. One of the added functions of this, if you leave it sat for I think it's like 20-30 seconds and you don't use it, it auto turns off, and that's quite reassuring. Save a bit of battery power. So if I do plonk it down, I'm out banging and I'm out raving and I put it down besides my drink, I know that it's going to sit there and it's going to turn off and it's going to conserve some of the battery power. I don't know how much more of the battery uses lighting this up, but yes, it is a little bit of a gimmick, but it's a nice gimmick. I don't know of any other mods that are like this where I've got lights and different functions on it. So yeah, I quite enjoy this. I suppose the next question I should be asking myself is, would I go out and buy one? Yeah, I would actually. I've got a nice collection of mechs on the side, and this is something I do want to have in it. Is it something I'm going to use every day? Probably not. I'm not going to take this around the streets with me on a daily basis. There's going to be a time and a place for it. Maybe for vape meets, maybe for raves, maybe if I'm going out on a night out and I want to get a bit of attention, maybe if I just fancy something different and I want to light up the room, maybe if I'm blowing O's in a room and I want to push a few through it. There you go, see, and you can actually make the vape change colour as well as you push your vape through it. I think it looks pretty cool. I like it. Just so you can see how much better it looks in the dark, I've done another little video, so let's just cut to that very, very quickly.
See, it does work really well at night in the dark, but not like I sit in the dark on my own vaping. Not most nights anyway. Some nights, maybe not all nights. But it does show though how bright the colours are on it though, and you can see it here, but it stands out. It really does stand out.
I've been Graham. This has been Vape Underground, and this has been the Fush from Acrohm. If you're interested and you want to read a little bit more, I'll drop some links for you down below. Please smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed the review, and remember, vape responsibly, and I'll see you all soon.